Hey Jonathan, how are you? Hold on one second. I just wanna I'm pulling something up real quick. Give me just a minute. This is just a last minute thing. It's not gonna be long. Although I'll probably have a nice long live real soon. Give me 1 second, guys. I just want to open up this browser really quick on the PC. I'll be right there. Hold on, I'm not looking at chat real quick. It's a little bit late. I don't know if a lot of people are around, but let's see. Oh, JLR's live about Nancy. I didn't even notice. I haven't looked at YouTube notifications. Let's see. Okay. So hold on a second. I got to address something really quick. And I'm going to, tomorrow, I'm going to put in my FOIA requests for all of the documentation for Queen Bee, which absolutely needs to be done. And I'm really looking forward to doing it. I see who's in chat. Hold on 1 second. Who knows how much it's going to cost me? I don't really give a fuck. I think it needs to be done no matter how much the cost. So, you know what? I'm all about it. Hi, Island Girl Diana. How are you? Sheila D. Hey. I'm okay. Wish I was born different family, but yeah. Why, Jonathan? Hey, Texas Girl. Hi, Sunnyside. Oh, Sisk. Thank you for being a member for 3 months. Thank you. I appreciate it. Pugs. Hi. How are ya? Hey, Sin. Good to see you, Sin. Chewy. Garden Hoe. Hey. Garden Hoe. Muffin Mouse. How are you? Hi, KNS. All right. So I'm going to read this because I want to address what's written here, and I know where it came from. So Queen Bee wrote, and I know everybody's caught up on what's going on with Queen Bee. She is a literal piece of shit, child abusing fuck. And everybody knows it. Even people that pretend that they don't believe it, they know. They all know. The documentation's been out there. It's not new. But I have bigger plans than just that one case. So, bitch, you are digging my heels right in. And you're your own worst enemy. Hey, Solo Rider. YouTube did something to my account. Now I don't have, hold on. Now I don't have mom after my name. Really? Oh, Chewy, no. That's your handle. So if like one of my mods was to click on you and it brought them to your channel, it would probably say Chewy's mom, but your handle, you have to actually go in and manually edit that. If you want your handle to say at Chewy's mom, you just go right into your YouTube and it's right there. It shouldn't be hard. So I think that's why, because it's not showing screen names, it's just showing handles is all. She is gross, Sunnyside. She's fucking revolting. Oh man. Hey Huck, Rocco. I hate the handles actually because I don't know everybody's handle and not all of them match their YouTube names. And then, like, people that have changed their picture and stuff, I don't know who's who. You know what I'm saying? All right. So, Queen Bee wrote 9 hours ago. I didn't even know this until like maybe 45 minutes ago to an hour. I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't home for a little while, and then I privately got a message, and I'm not surprised by this at all, but I'm kind of surprised it was 9 hours ago and I didn't realize. That's my attention span. So, okay. She's laughing her ass off, laughing face. TM out here writing paragraphs of lies, but can't write a real check to Summer Wells. Fraud, she writes. Number one, I'm glad I didn't send the check because I actually needed that money. So don't worry about my money. Don't worry about my checks either. It was a blessing that I kept my money. Queen Bee, why worry about my money? Do you donate to anything at all ever? Have you super chatted any of your friends lately? I don't ever see Queen Bee giving to anybody. Has anybody here ever seen this bitch give anybody a fucking dime on here? I haven't. What's this one held for review? I don't know why that would be held for review. That's weird. You know what? I was listening to Jay today and she was having, was it Jay? Wait a minute. Who was it that, no, it wasn't Jay. Who was it that was having, it wasn't even today. It was yesterday. Sinner was having the same problem. Comments were getting held for review in his chat, like over and over. I don't know why YouTube would hide what you wrote, Jonathan. All you wrote was made me. Hey, big hack. Good to see you in here. It's been years. Hi, Tina G. She's a taker, not a giver. Oh, yeah. I just don't know why. Why does she care about? So here we go again. Now we're like 5 years later. This is all she has. All she has is the check to Civis Bank that I didn't send. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Nobody got any information about where Summer is, okay? Queen Bee, so who gives a fuck? Summer is still missing. $1,500 wouldn't have done anything for her and it wouldn't have found her either. So what the fuck do you care? You don't. You just have, actually, you have nothing legitimate to fucking say about me. So to bring up a fucking check from 2021. Shit, I forgot about the check. But I'll tell you what, I don't give a fuck about a check. Okay? Don't give a fuck about a check. Not in the least. Is Tripper in here? She's going to bed. Good night, Tripper. Lil Annie, hey. It wouldn't have helped. Right, Huck, that's what I'm saying. It wouldn't have helped. What has Queen Bee done for any missing children at all? Any of them? Not a fucking thing. Daniel Berry Sports, hey. That bitch doesn't give a dime to anybody or anything. Hi, Ashley Payne. YouTube's glitching, is it? Is my stream okay? Sunnyside? Hey, Lola Roo. Did I say hi to Tina G? I hope I did. Rhonda. Listening and working. Don't work too hard. Deb Mundorf, how are you? I haven't seen you in a really long time. Okay, so she starts it off with this, paragraphs of lies. There's not a single lie in all of my paragraphs. I would love to know what lies are in the paragraphs that I wrote today. Not a single fucking one. I have nothing to gain from lying about any of this. Why would I even care to lie about this? Queen Bee is very intimidated and she's very insecure right now and she's scared. She actually sounds like she just shot about 10 grams of heroin into her veins. I don't know what's going on over there on her channel, but sounds like to me she's fading fast. She must have had a really rough day. I'm sure it's stressful, Queen Bee, carrying all these lies that you tell everybody. All right, so facts are facts, and it's a fact that I have never been arrested for hurting my children. I never said you were arrested. Everybody knows your baby dad went to the police, Queen Bee. Correct? Yeah, correct. Because your daughter got choked the fuck out by someone who's supposed to love and protect her. Correct? Yes, correct. And photos of her neck were submitted into the discovery. Correct? Yes, correct. That's like actually legit. That's not a lie. And it's been on YouTube since January of 2025. January 11th, in fact. I remember the day very well. It was Benny who called me and told me all about it. He was the one that told me. I was actually, my son was in the emergency room. That was the night he was diagnosed with cancer, Queen Bee. So while my son was being diagnosed with cancer that would come to take his life, um, you were on the heels of asphyxiating your daughter, which is attempted murder. But yeah, that's pretty incredible, isn't it? So like there's some moms in this world that would do anything for their kids. Love them unconditionally, beyond measure. And then there's other moms that are the type of moms that'll just take them right out of this world and not give a fuck. It's the truth. There's a huge difference between me and Queen Bee. I'll tell you that right now. Queen Bee would never do for her children what I've done for mine. I think everybody knows that too, right? After all, I mean, how many moms really choke their kids? That's not normal. That's not normal at all. And she doesn't have custody of her kids. They're not even living with her. She's a sack of shit, literally. And I hope her daughters get as far away from her as possible. What an unhealthy person to have as a mom, how traumatic that will be for them, and the baggage that they're going to carry around for the rest of their lives with an abusive mother like that. So I never said you were arrested. Everybody knows that the way this all went down was your daughter called her dad, right, Queen Bee? Yes, right. And was begging him to get her the fuck out of your house because she wasn't safe. And you know what? I got to give props to that man because he's been in court with you for over a year about this, making sure he does what he can. Your kids are almost legal, so it's got to be fucking bad. Not many people are going to file motions in court for custody or placement of grown ass teenagers. Like, it's serious. That's a serious situation. You're not talking about a 5-year-old. You're not talking about a 2-year-old or a 10-year-old, even a 12-year-old. These are girls that are going to be like legal age soon. Yeah, respect for him. there's a lot of piece of shit dads out there. I don't think that her daughter's father is one of them. And if he is, I have no idea, but at least he cares enough to get her out of a situation like that. Side Eye says, you don't give a fuck about your kids when you sell drugs and have weapons where they lay their heads at night. I have to agree. Any drug dealer knows you don't conduct your business where you rest your head at night. Yeah? Okay. I mean, listen, she's garbage. She's the true definition of white fucking trash. So, the day that I found out that Queen Bee choked her daughter, I was like, I was blown away, literally blown away. And then I never spoke to her again. So, I mean, I took it pretty seriously. This isn't new, and it's not like anything has happened just recently that's made me change my mind or anything at all. This has been ongoing. I don't fuck with child abusers. I wouldn't sit at um, dinner with a child abuser. Why would I talk to one on YouTube? Do you know what I'm saying? So I'll tell you how it went. I was driving to go get something for my son and I to eat. And Benny called me. This is back when I spoke with Benny. I don't speak to Benny anymore. But for very good reasons. But he called me and he was like, "Yo, you see what Sinner's putting out?" He's like, "Queen Bee's a fucking piece of shit." Right? Funny because she was over there, giving Benny props the other day. Well, Queen Bee, I mean, he's the one that actually called me on the phone and told me all about what you did to your kids. So I don't know. He seemed like really interested in it. Sent me all the screenshots, sent me the link to the live, all of the things. This was back over a year ago, obviously, but yeah, he was all about that shit. So just know that. Okay. I wouldn't have known. I was not looking at YouTube at all that day. And I didn't even have time to when I got that phone call. I was like, well, tell me about it. Right. So he told me about it. And I was really disgusted. It actually made me really upset. And then my son texted me because I had left to go get him food and me food. We were in the emergency room for hours. We were there for 13 hours. And he texted me and he was like, "Mom, the doctor's in here and they're asking for you to be here." And I was like, oh my God, I knew something was wrong, right? So I didn't have time to go look about it. And then things went really sideways in my life. But never did forget that Queen Bee abused her daughter. And it's not like, you know, abuse is abuse, right? But it's not like you've got someone that might have smacked her kid or this is like pure strangulation. It's wild. Pictures of this girl and bruises all over her neck. And it was done by Queen Bee. So Queen Bee's mad because I'm not a follower and I don't give a fuck about being liked here. And I don't care about fitting into a group. Like she's running a cult over there of a lot of old ladies, um, a lot of really, I don't know what, I don't want to say they're low IQ, but it doesn't really look like they're very smart and they're desperate to fit in. I'm not somebody that's desperate to fit in. I never have been. And I think that's why, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just different than other people. I don't need to be liked by anybody. You know what I mean? So she's angry because I went into Brittany's the other night And this is like a nonstop thing. She's writing about it in this post, like, tells me all I need to know that you support Beej, blah, blah, blah. Like, I've known Brittany J since before Queen Bee even knew her name. Oh, I've known her since before many people knew her name here. Why would I just stop being kind to her? She's never done anything to me where I feel that I need to hate on her. And it's interesting because I keep getting tagged in all these posts, right? And like, there's people that associate with Queen Bee and then Queen Bee herself that are so angry that I won't denounce Brittany J. Why do you give a fuck? Why does my word matter so much to you? And it really does. That's the thing that blows my mind is it does matter. It matters to Queen Bee that I won't turn on Brittany J. Yesterday she was sitting on her live like, what happened? What happened? You were friendly with me when your son was alive, right? But you're not anymore. Well, I didn't know you were a fucking child abuser, Rebecca. I didn't know that you like strangling your kids, bitch. The fuck? You're talking to someone who fought for 357 days straight to save her son's life. So I don't know why you would be confused as to why I don't fuck with people like you. So, you know, Queen Bee could actually be a true crime case, and I think I'm going to make her one. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put everything out that I feel needs to be out. And there might be a whole lot of things that people don't even know about. And I'm going to be the one to do it. How about that? So, let me finish reading this. Um, Facts are facts. It's a fact that I have never been arrested for hurting my children. I never said you were arrested. I don't know why you're saying that. Nor have I ever harmed, bruised, or hurt my girls. Well, I'm going to call bullshit on that. How about we're just going to see about it? Sound good? Sounds good to me. Now, I can't promise the quickness of all these documents, but I do promise I'm getting online tonight to request all of them and pay for them. Okay? And when they come to me, I will be right here to put everything out. Sound good? Sounds good to me. And I'm the perfect person to do it. In fact, and I don't even think there's anybody better to do it other than me, Queen Bee. Don't you agree? Don't you agree? For days, she's like, I'm not going to address TM. She lost her son. She's going through the worst thing imaginable. She's miserable. She's bleeding all over people that, what the fuck did she say? I'm bleeding all over people that didn't do anything to hurt me. What are you talking about, bitch? What are you talking about? I don't really even come on YouTube a lot. Like, I'm in a chat. Queen Bee's all bent that I was in Brittany's chat. Why does she even know I'm in Brittany's chat? Why is she so obsessed with Brittany that she knows every comment that rolls through that chat? Carla, thank you. That was nice of you. Appreciate that. Welcome. Happy holidays. I don't offer anything for memberships, so I just want to say that I always say that to people when they join. I literally don't offer perks. I don't do anything like that on my channel, but most people know that. And I definitely don't charge $500 for memberships either, like that bitch. They watch chat so closely. It's weird. Toe beans, it is weird. And I think that Queen Bee probably swings both ways because I think she really wants to fuck Brittany J. Like, if she could be all up in Brittany's pussy, she would. There's no doubt about it in my mind. I've not seen this level of infatuation. The Brittany J stuff is wild. Absolutely insane. And I really do think too that all of this deflecting on Brittany is to keep all of the focus off of what Rebecca does. It really makes sense. You know, I can't really come up with any other ideas here, but Carla, thank you so much. Oh my god, you're so sweet. You didn't have to do that. Thank you. I'm put that right toward Queen Bee's fucking documents. Thank you. That's much appreciated. All right, so let me finish here reading some of this. I'm gonna look at the chat in a second. Um, let's see. Laugh my ass off. Let me start this off by saying the simple fact you're defending Cinny poop pipes. Okay. How fucking immature are you that you're calling Sinner Cinny poop pipes? I don't even say the word poop. I can't stand the word poop. I think it's so childish. I don't know why this bitch is calling Sinner Cinny poop pipes. I don't know where it comes from, nor do I care. But that's like, this is the best she is such a fucking lame ass. So the simple factor defending Sinner and Beach tells me everything I need to know. Well, again, I've known Beach since before you've ever known her name, so I don't know why the fuck you care, and it doesn't apply to your life, and it's not your business. And you're mad that I support BJ. Why? Why would that bother you? You seem really hurt up about it. A couple people do, and it's odd to me because I mean, we're all adults on this platform. We can all subscribe to whoever we want to and chat wherever we want to. I don't know why grown ass women are breathing down other grown ass women's necks about where they go, what they say, who they support on a live stream. You know, to be honest, I go into Brittany J's like once every, I don't know, couple weeks. I don't frequent a lot of chats. There are a couple chats that I'm always in that I really enjoy going in, like, but they're daytime. BJ goes live pretty late at night, and I'm not always available to watch her live streams late at night. So, if I'm awake, I'll go in. You know, if I'm not busy, I will go into BJ's chat. I don't mind BJ. Like I said, she's never done anything to me. What is the actual problem? I don't even think these people know why they hate Britney so much. They don't know what they're fighting about. They've lost complete track. If you asked them what their actual problem with certain people are, they wouldn't even know where it began, how it started. None of it at all. You know, when you like forget what you're even arguing about with your boyfriend or your husband or whatever, it's no different. People get so carried away, they don't even know why they're mad anymore. So Queen Bee's bent about the fact that I went in Sinner's chat yesterday. Okay. Yeah. Jay sent me the link to it, and I was glad she did because I wasn't sub to that channel, and I actually wanted to listen to what he had to say. And did he go live today? Because I wanted to listen to that one too. I mean, I've listened to Sinner many times before. So, Queen Bee, is a controller, and she thinks that she's going to dictate, she might be able to dictate to other people where they go and what they do and what they say, who they associate with, but she's not going to do that with me. I wonder what it feels like to be Clue's bitch, huh? QB, says Garden Hoe. Oof. Well, I don't know. I guess I guess QB would have to be on top, I'd imagine, because there's no other way to spin that. I mean, Clintus surely can't. He surely can't be anywhere but on top. Holy shit! What an odd pair that is. And I don't know why he's so mad at me. I don't know him. The most I know about them is what their toilet looks like. And from the looks of it, I think Clue is the one that's got the roach problem. I do not think that was a roach on BJ's channel that night at all. Let me explain something. So, everybody has a camera on their laptop or their computer. They might have camera set up. The lens is pretty small, right? So, if a cockroach was to land on the camera lens, you probably wouldn't be able to see much. It would just go black. You probably wouldn't even know there was a cockroach on the camera lens because the camera lens is too small. So they're hell bent on accusing BJ of having a cockroach on her. Number one, I don't think that you would see a reaction from somebody like you saw with BJ if cockroaches were like a thing in her house on the regular. I don't think she'd have jumped up like she was bugging over that. She was totally grossed out. So I just don't think it was a cockroach. But that's my opinion. I mean, here in New England, I've never seen a cockroach. We don't have them up here like that. I mean, unless you're dirty as fuck, probably, but cockroaches aren't like a native species here. You know what I mean? Like Japanese beetles are. We have a lot of crazy bugs here, but we have water bugs. We have those silver, what do you call them? Silverfish bugs, whatever, nasty ass bugs. Um, every once in a while, a fly will get in the house, or I've had moths get in the house. I've had a beetle get in the house. It happens. But I mean, to act like you're some kind of insect fucking specialist and you can tell what kind of bug landed on a camera lens is a bit much. I can't find my lighter. Hold on 1 second. So they have to lie about everybody because it's all they have. See, here, like, so now I'm not in front of my computer right now, but Queen Bee's saying that I had a life insurance policy on my son. Oof. Queen Bee, you're really fucking with the wrong one, bitch. I just gotta tell you. And you know this. But I guess you're probably just like, well, fuck it. She knows she's not going to stop me from doing anything I'm about to do. So she might as well lie and tell stories and use my son every chance she gets because she just won't shut the fuck up about him. I never brought him up at all. But for some reason, she just keeps talking about him. She keeps talking about me, acting like she knows my life, like she knows what's going on in my life. She's saying that I'm mentally, emotionally, and physically affected by the loss of him. Well, of course, I'm mentally and emotionally affected by losing my world. I can't say you would be. I mean, I don't know you like that. Another thing you said was that I know for certain, like you literally said that you You were like, you know for certain that I would never hurt my kids. I don't know that. What does she mean? I don't know her like that. I don't know this bitch like that. How the hell would I know what she would do or what she wouldn't do to her kids? Well, now we know what she would do to her kids. Obviously, it's pretty clear. I mean, it's in black and white writing and signed by a cop, right? So, I mean, the proof's in the pudding, bitch. Ugh. Hey, Scouty. Luminous, hey. Cerisa. Sippy. Um, hold on, let me see. I'm ignoring my chat. I'm not even paying attention. I'm just like talking away. Swan Lake. Come on, it was a roach. I swear to God, I don't think it was a roach. I'm sorry, I really don't. Granted, I've never seen a roach in real life ever. But I do know they're pretty big. And if it was to land, listen, you've got to understand. Look at any camera on any laptop, any computer. There's no way that if a cockroach landed on BJ's camera lens, that you'd be able to like see it moving across. Like, I don't think so personally. And again, I don't think she would have bugged out like that and jumped up freaking out if cockroaches were a normal thing in her house. Okay, so let's say it was a cockroach shit. I don't know if it was or not. I don't think it was, but if um if it was, she didn't have a very good reaction to it. You know, people that live in utter filth that are, used to those things, they don't care if they land on them. They're used to that. They're used to them crawling on their dishes. I guarantee you, Cluminati's house is infested with fucking cockroaches. I'll tell you whose house is infested with fucking cockroaches. That bitch. Light attracts bugs. Yeah, Sunnyside. They'll come right. I mean, it does make sense. Whatever it was went straight to her computer because of the light. And I think she was wearing a white shirt too. So like it flew on her and she like freaks out about it. Listen, she wouldn't have been affected by that whatsoever if she was used to a cockroach anywhere. She'd have been completely unaffected by it. This is what these people do. They lie about everything. You cannot say what, and I can't even believe it's a thing. Like, I can't even believe it's something that people are focusing so hard on. It's a bug. That could have been 50 different kinds of bugs. We don't know. Right? But because it's BJ, it's got to be a cockroach. You know? Which bitch gets the paper bag clitus? Must suck to have to settle in life. Oof. I don't think he's settling. I mean, I think that's like his caliber of people. I do know, however, Illuminati is probably the most homely looking bitch I have ever seen in my life. She asked if she asked how I would like it if cockroaches were crawling all over my son. This is what these people say. They say this shit. Illuminati, if I'm not mistaken, do you allow sexual abuse in your household? I'm pretty sure. I can't be wrong about this, am I? Am I? So this is coming from a woman who protected a man that was distributing child porn all around. She absolutely knew about that shit. I don't care what anybody fucking says. I'm never gone around Illuminati because I don't like her. I don't like her mouth, and I don't like looking at her mouth. It makes me want to throw up, and I cannot eat and watch Illuminati because I'll puke. I don't know what it is. Just looking at her face makes me ugh, nauseous. Meg says, TM, I knew they have done some vile shit, but what the fuck they have said toward you? Nah. Hugs, Tiff. Well, hugs right back. Like not much really affects me, but she certainly isn't going to say I had a life insurance policy on my 19-year-old son. So what the story spawned from Benny and Nicolina. Okay. Nicolina said my son was a trust fund baby. Benny was doing that whole wants versus need thing, comparing a headstone or a monument in the cemetery to a Ferrari or a Porsche, telling everybody I didn't need shit. Nicolina's saying, David had a trust fund. That is absolutely not fucking true. I can't tell you how many times I overdrafted my bank account for Christmas or for groceries. I always made it work though. Believe me, if he was a trust fund baby, I wouldn't have had any of those problems. Shit. I was a single mom for 21 years and I did a damn good job at it. Can't say the same for you, Rebecca. It must suck to be a shitty mom. I just have a problem with the fact that she covers missing kids and claims to care about these crime cases, but she's got a whole fucking crime scene in her house Thanksgiving of 2024. Like, makes sense of that. You can't. Can't. So I'm gonna cover her like a crime case. Why not? It's only right. I mean, she's no different than fucking anybody with a case. I don't have a case for strangling anybody. Shit. I'm not in custody court for a whole fucking year and a half trying to establish paternity. So, this man is like literally doing everything he can to make sure his daughter's safe. Well, why is that? Clearly, there's a reason. So then she's going to come out of the woodwork trying to like take paternity. There's like paternity tests involved here. He's going all the way to make sure he does what he needs to do. So, probably so she doesn't end up a piece of shit like Queen Bee. That's really admirable. I'd imagine he's probably scared of that household. I think that a lot of times when she's muted for so long, she's got a lot of shit popping off at her house. That's just my opinion. Just my opinion. And Queen Bee, you can't sue someone for defamation when it's true. And I don't have anything to sue for anyhow. What are you gonna get out of me? I drive a 2013 Nissan Altima and I'm broke as fuck. I just buried my baby. Do you know the financial cost and the toll of people think that like the GoFundMe was just like that paid for everything. No, of course it didn't. I wiped through my whole savings in the first 5 months of my son having cancer. That's what happens when people get cancer. Some people lose everything. They lose their house, they lose their car, they end up homeless. They literally have nothing. Cancer will bankrupt your life. But Queen Bee, since you have so much to say about my son, I'll tell you what. And I would say the same thing to Nicolina for the shit she said. And the same thing to Benny. When any of your kids fucking die, I want to be the first one to ask you how much things cost. Okay? And I don't give a fuck how that makes anybody feel. And anybody that doesn't like it can get the fuck out of my chat. I have no feelings whatsoever. I don't care. I said it before. If people thought I was a bitch before, poof. You have no fucking idea. You're really going to hate my guts now. Just wait till I get all these documents. I'm actually kind of excited about it. Because you know what? It needs to be done. And I just don't see anybody else except like two other people doing it. And we need to get some attention on this. We have a child abuser in this community, and it needs to be handled. I mean, it's just as simple as that. Why wouldn't we bring attention to this? Why wouldn't we talk about it? Especially people that claim to care about missing kids. You don't care about missing kids. You don't care about missing people. Hey, Captain Avi. Um, Love Mama Love says that's bullshit. No parent gets over losing a child. The loving, caring parent. Don't let these negative, hateful people waste space in your head. Not worth it. Love Mama Love. Don't worry. No one takes up space in my head. Promise. But I'm going to do a public service here coming up real soon because it needs to be done. Meg says, who the fuck and why the fuck would anyone say anything so sick and vile and negative? I'm so fucking pissed about what I'm hearing. Tiffin here, hand them their asses. Side Eye says she hurts her kids every day when she drives high with them in the car and smoking right in front of them. I wouldn't be surprised she didn't blow smoke in their faces as babies. Well, she just had a baby right next to her while she was smoking a blunt the other day. That girl's graveyard. It landed on her, not the camera lens. Shit, I saw it go right across the camera first and then land on BJ. That was what I saw, anyhow. I mean, I'd go back and watch it again. QB sounds like she smells. Sorry, not sorry. That bitch sounds like she's got razor blades in her throat. No, I've never come in contact with a cockroach, thank God. I don't think I'd handle it well. I don't really like bugs. Megs, welcome. Why are all these messages being held for review? Is your dirty hooker in here? Carla said I had a hooker. How come wait a minute, hold on a minute, let me go back. Oh, yes, she is. Hey, you dirty hooker. Purple Rain. I doubt she would have turned her camera on if roaches were all over. I would agree with that. Who even cares? I know, Purple Rain. Who even cares? Why does Queen Bee have little rugs all over the house? I'm going to tell you why. Because she doesn't take her dogs outside to shit or piss while she's on live stream. She lets them shit and piss in the house. That's why. Those little rugs everybody saw when she had that cam slip in the kitchen, those are little piss pads for the dog or her dogs. Didn't you have two dogs? She's filthy. She lives like a pig. Usually the ones that carry on with this forever are the ones that have dirty homes and stuff. Well, I used to always say there's no way that bitch picks up a mop. There is no way she's cleaning her house. She's not running a vacuum. She doesn't have the time. Uh, Mob Prayer says that is some vile, sick, fuck up shit, B. Speaking on absolutely anything to do with someone's child and grief and life insurance. Fucking disgusting. Much strength to you, TM. I'll tell you what. Um, when I sat down in the funeral home, it was the first question they asked me. And I felt bad afterwards because I kind of snarled at the guy when he asked. And it was just so off putting when he asked me, do you have life insurance for David? And I was like, no. What the fuck? Why would I have life insurance on my 20-year-old son? Most parents don't do that. Some people do, I guess, but no. I have life insurance so that if something happened to me, then he would be okay. I have no reason to have life insurance anymore. I don't need it. I don't even know what I'm going to do with all of my things when I die. Like, where's all my stuff going to go? Had all these things that I was going to give to my son. And I mean, I guess I don't know. It'll have to go to charity or something. Or, you know, I don't know if we don't know if you're first to die, last to die in the family. Nobody knows that. Nobody can predict that. Nobody knows. I personally think God's going to keep me here till I'm like 100 and fucking 15 years old, but that's just the way I feel at the current moment. CPS has been called on Brittany so many times. If her house was nasty, it would have been a problem already. And let's not act like we haven't all had a bug in the house. Oh, fuck, I've had bugs in the house. They get in. You could literally open the door and they'll fly right in. I mean, it happens, yeah. Cockroaches, no, I don't have them. But again, I don't live in the South. They are common in the South, and it doesn't necessarily mean someone's dirty if there's a cockroach, but um and not saying that there's no cockroaches up here, because there definitely are. New York City's loaded with them, but I lived in Queens, New York, and I never saw a cockroach in our house there either. I mean, I guess it all depends. She married the PDF file while pregnant with someone else's kid. I know I'm way behind on chat. Yeah, I mean, we could talk about that too, because I think people dropped that because they were afraid to talk about it. See, I'm not afraid to talk about any of this. I don't mind at all. Do I have time for it? We'll see. I mean, I have to be interested to talk about things, but I definitely am interested in covering um not even just that one court case. I think I should just request all of them. All of them. Why not? Calls for service to her house. I mean, body cam footage. I'll go all the way. I'll fucking search in surrounding counties too. Why not? She has no problem doing this shit to other people. What makes her any different? I don't get it. I really don't. Rocco, I'm not overwhelmed. I promise. Every single piece of shit trash bag talking on David better get on your fucking hands and beg and pray to God. You don't have the same damn thing happen to you. What the fuck? You ain't backtracking this shit, scum. Megs, I'm telling you right now, it's no joke. Cancer can come for anybody. Anybody. It doesn't matter how old you are. You could be a newborn baby. It happens all the time. I wouldn't wish that on anybody, of course, or their children, but it is on the rise, and cancer is exponentially taking off and just landing in people's households, and you have no choice but to let it in and let it sit with you and sleep with you and eat with you, and it takes over your whole life. And when it comes knocking, you can't say, "Oh, you can't come in. You're not welcome in my house." It's not the way it works. But yeah, I definitely think Queen Bee probably should have just shut up the other day. She should have shut up months ago, because I said I was going to FOIA request all of this stuff a while back and I never did. I think she actually wants it because her channel's fucking plummeting. It's tanking. She's got like 500, 400 people in there. She used to have like 2,800 people in her live streams. They all stopped, just disappeared. Like, where did all those people go? Were they real? Were they bots? Were they fucking even real? You do have to wonder. I don't know. Where did all those people go? I'm really not sure. Hey, Okuna. Birdie Bath. Hey, TM. Here to send love and support. Her subs should know she's fooling them, says Hucko. They know. They just, listen, this is the thing. People don't know what to do because they won't have a home. Like, people, there's so many parasocial relationships on YouTube, and people get really, really attached to strangers, people they don't know. They'll give their last $5. Like, they will go hungry just to super chat that fucking piece of shit so that they can hang out with the people in the chat. Now, that's the thing. So, like, you've got a community going, right? And all of those people in the chat form these bonds and relationships with each other. And they don't necessarily need to even like Queen Bee, but if they like the people that they're surrounded with, then they don't want to leave, right? And then the fallouts happen, right? And nobody wants to break away from the bonds that they've made or created. So Queen Bee really does put herself on a pedestal, but she doesn't realize, and I've said this since the beginning of ever being on YouTube, that as a channel creator, you're nothing without your subscribers. Literally nothing. If you don't have a chat and you don't have anybody talking, what is your channel? You know, like what are you going to accomplish? Hey KB, is that KB from way back? Chicana Army brat. So sorry for your loss. My only sibling brother died from COVID and grief comes in waves. My world turned upside down. Well, I am so sorry that you lost your brother from COVID. Um, that's awful. And it is an upside down world. I always say I'm still like in the upside down. It is an upside down world when you lose someone that you love so deeply. I mean, I guess I won't turn upside right until I reunite with my son again. But I wouldn't really want to because if I was walking around like nothing was wrong, then that would mean I didn't love being a mom. I didn't love my son, or like I'll take the grief because grief, I feel like in my grief I love him even more, and that's the way I feel. Like I'm half here and half in heaven. Like it's just a really spiritual journey when you go through something like this, and even as hard as it can be at times, you do have these moments that feel so magical, like certain signs that I get, or like there are things that I experience on the daily that I'm like, oh my God, there is no way that that's not my son. And it's special, you know? So it's hard. Grief is hard, but it can be special sometimes in ways that you really can't even explain. Now, I'm really sorry for your loss. It's awful. Paula Hour, hey. Nope, not today, nor tomorrow. Cares enough to do 2,000 hours of lives on a bug. It's ridiculous. It is absolutely fucking bonkers. I don't know why these people care so much. They're not living in BJ's house. I don't know. I've never seen the inside of BJ's house, but like, if I were to bet on it, I think Clue has the dirtiest house of all. And then Queen Bee comes in like right after. Clue's house is fucking dump. That is a dump. Her toilet was black. Do you have dark mode on your YouTube? That's how black her toilet was. I can't imagine living in filth like that. I would climb the fucking walls. I don't know what I would do. Those poor animals have no choice ever. You should let them piss and shit all over the place. Listen, no one be sorry for anything that people say or do on here. There's only 3 people that have been absolutely vile in the passing of my son that are creators, like absolutely vile. And I think that's pretty damn good, honestly, for, you know, the circumstances in this type of community. I've been surrounded and showered with love. Like, I don't need Queen Bee to do fucking anything for me. Let me get back to this. Hold on a second, actually. Speaking of that. So, I think she brings up in here. So, the other day, too, this is also strange. I think she was so fucked up the other day, her head was spinning. She didn't even know what she was saying. She wasn't making sense. She was like, fumbling over her words, saying things she didn't even want to say. It was crazy. So, all right. Okay. It is a fact, she says. So, it is a fact that you had a life insurance policy on your son, but yet mad and throwing a temper tantrum that I didn't share your GoFundMe link. Shake my head. I never had a temper tantrum that Queen Bee didn't share my GoFundMe link. I really think Queen Bee was trolling her chat the night that all of that shit happened, if I'm being honest. Why would I need a Queen Bee to do anything for me? I think it speaks volumes to her character, but I wasn't losing sleep over it. Like, oh my God, what am I going to do? Queen Bee didn't share the GoFundMe link. Everybody was so good to us. I was able to go above and beyond with David's monument, and it's gorgeous. Like, literally, I cannot wait for it to go in. That wasn't from the help of Queen Bee, and I'm so glad it wasn't. I'm so glad it wasn't. I really hope that Queen Bee doesn't ever have to bury a child, because I don't think that she has saved any of the hundreds of thousands of dollars that she's made on this platform. I think she blows through it. She definitely blew some money tonight before she hit that live button, because she's fucked up. She is all the way fucked up tonight. And she won't have a fucking dime. That's the thing. Hold on. Delivery issue with your package. Please contact the courier for more information. Oh, I ordered a couple things online and I've gotten a couple things, but I'm still waiting. I don't know what the problem with the delivery is. I don't know which item it is either. They all went to Clue. Who all went to Clue? Oh, you're talking about where all of Queen Bee's people? Hmm, that's interesting. Clue isn't all that relevant to me because she's not on YouTube, and I'm not like the type of person to go running around to Rumble or Kick. I don't like those platforms. It's an inconvenience for me to like go over there. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? I don't, I like YouTube. I like the format of YouTube. I'm comfortable on YouTube. I can't get into my Kick account that I have. I don't know. I forgot the password. It's just a fucking pain in the ass. But anyhow, I don't think that, I just don't think these people are long for the YouTube world, really, or the internet. They're going to fade out so fucking fast. Hey, Janelle. I am so sorry for your pain and losing your heart, your world. I also lost my beautiful, amazing daughter, age 27, 19 months ago. I am so sorry for your pain. I get it. Colleen, I am so deeply sorry for the loss of your daughter. There's so many of us out here, and nobody is immune. Nobody. No one is supposed to bury their babies. But Mary did. I tell myself that all the time. Misunderstood. 420. I had a horrible day today. I haven't really cried about my mom until today. It's been years. Misunderstood. I think that it takes forever. I think I'll cry forever. You know, it's like you don't get over an incredible loss, whether it's your mom, your dad, your aunt, your grandmother, your grandfather, a brother, a sister, a child. There are losses, a husband, a wife. There are losses, a best friend. There's losses in the world that I I knew the moment my son took his last breath, I was like, I will never even try to get over this. This is not something you get over. I was just completely real about it. The second it happened, I was like, I'm not even going to try. Not even going to try. I expect to cry my eyes out for the rest of my life on demand. Like whether, I don't know, you might be walking down a grocery store aisle or watching a show or listening to the radio or looking at the sky and seeing, I don't know, something beautiful. It's like anything can trigger your emotions. Maybe she's close to you. Speaking of crying, Clue said something too. She's like, what's the matter? You don't have a sob story anymore. Is that why you're. My son's passing is my sob story forever. What do you mean? I will be sobbing until the day that I die. Sob story? It's far more than a sob story. I don't know why, though, anybody even brought it up because he has nothing to do with the fact that Queen Bee abuses her kids. Nothing. What does my son have to do with that? Not a fucking thing. Nothing. Nothing whatsoever. It's just her go-to, right? She's like, I'm not gonna answer Tiffany. I'm not gonna say a word. Oh bitch, you're saying a whole lot though. Why don't you just put it all out there how you really feel? I just don't know why she's lying about public record. This is a freedom of information country. And she's lying about what everybody can go get themselves. She knows that this can all be put on display and it can all be proven. And she's going to lie until the cows come home. Legit. You have all the proof laid out. She's going to lie about this all the way, continuously. Nothing is going to stop her from saying that this didn't happen, but it did. It did. And you can't sue me for defamation because I'm not lying, Queen Bee, and you know I'm not lying. Okay? That's the thing. Like, good luck with that. You could try. Like I said, you're going to get shit out of me. Not a fucking thing. Not a fucking thing. That check is the best QB has. Laughed my ass off. How fucking far behind am I? I must be really far behind. Manderlin. Thank you. Manderlin, you've been so good to me. I really appreciate you. I don't know if you're still in here, but your comments over the last almost 6 months, like, and even before that, have meant a lot to me. A lot of people's have. I haven't forgotten a single person. There's some pieces of shit on here, I'll tell you that. Some of them be disguising themselves as friends too. Uh, but I'd rather those things be revealed anyhow. Some of the people that you least expect to like be there for you, to lift you up and to really like carry you through are the people you would never expect. It is so true. It's so true. And some people just like completely stun you. Rhonda says the support for David was huge. The bee had nothing to do with that. And I'm so glad she had nothing to do with that. I'm so glad she had nothing to do with that, Rhonda. And I can't thank people enough for loving on my sweet boy. He's the love of my life. But like Queen Bee thinks she's gonna say anything to fucking affect me. I've been through the worst you could ever go. There is nothing, fucking nothing, you could ever fucking say or do that would ever even affect me. Just know that. I've been through the worst already. I'm not the same person I was. Not even a little. Hey, Nika. These types of things change people. You do not come out of this the same person. You absolutely don't. Part of you just dies. It's so true. Like, half of you does not survive the loss of your child. It's just the way it is. And why would you want it to be any other way? So, like, Queen Bee's whole thing is that I'm like fragile, or I'm not in my right mind, or I'm emotionally fucking, ruined. And I don't know what I'm saying. No, no, no. I'm the most sane I've ever been. I am fully in reality. In fact, I'm more mentally fucking sane than you are, Queen Bee. One thing I never have done is put my hands around my kid's neck and try to strangle him. Holy shit. That's a special kind of evil. A mom. A mom. She's a mom. That's scary. Clue's a fucking pig for saying that. Well, Clue is a pig. I'm not even surprised by her. I'm not surprised by Queen Bee either. Hey, Eartha Kitten. 28 months. Holy shit. That's such a long time. Thank you. Happy 28th month anniversary, my friend. Notorious Ash. Before these idiots fix their mouths to say anything snarky or mean spirited for the sake of it, need to remember how easily it can be them before the karma and the universe find a way to humble them. Tell you what, you'll never look at life the same again. And the last place you'd ever be is on YouTube. But I have a feeling, let's just say, hypothetically, this isn't even like hypothetical because honestly, I think she's more of a threat to her kids than any disease or, you know, other kind of tragedy could ever be. She's strangling her kid. So she would ultimately, probably before anything else, be the reason for an injury or something catastrophic to happen. One does just not simply strangle your kid and, go on as if this is normal and it didn't happen. And there's documentation of it in black and white with a signature and a fucking badge number on it. This man had to bring pictures to the police. Like, what the fuck? Hey, Polka Dot. Life is so fragile, how easy they forget till reality smacks them right in the mouth. That is some juju you won't find me anywhere close to. I agree with that, Ash. Um, like me and Ash have gone over the years, like head to head many times. But I will say, she does not take it to the levels that it's weird because I look back on like when I first came to YouTube in the drama community, there was a lot of shit that went on. And we all thought it was such a big deal back then. What these people have normalized in this community is beyond my comprehension. I listen and I'm like, what the fuck? Andy Cruz, you don't have a wrench. Documentation definitely isn't defamation. Born to dilly dally too. I love that dilly dally. I haven't seen anyone on YouTube ever say dilly dally. My grandmother used to say that. Don't dilly dally. That means like take your time. Remember that car wreck clue? Yeah, maybe that was a little ass smack from Karma, you bitch. I didn't know I don't even think she could be injured in a car wreck. Fucking car would take more of a beating than that bitch. What kind of car does she even have? Does she drive a minivan? How does she fit in a car is the question. And I'm not trying to be an asshole, but like, what does Clue actually drive? I forget. Is it a big truck? They drive around in a big truck with them overalls on, matching overalls. As your future ex-husband, I should have one. Here, Andy Cruz, I'll give you a wrench. Of course I will. There you go. I'll wrench everybody. I don't really care. I need to know, does that bitch have her own car? Clue drives an army truck. She's gonna need a fucking tanker. These are a new breed of people who absolutely thrive on the chaos, and the worse it is, the more they like it. It's wild. I know, I think that they're just disturbed though, Ash. Like, these are deviant people. I can't imagine what they're like when the camera is off or the microphone is off. It's gotta be even worse. I don't know, but her mom had a bad wreck a few months back. That would wake my soul up in a second, just saying. I didn't know anything. I don't know anything about that. See, like, I don't keep up with Cluminati. I've never been a subscriber or watcher of hers. Only if she's been on a panel that I was listening to. Uh, and she probably should have shut all the way the fuck up because actually someone did some research not too long ago on Cluminati, and there's some really questionable things that have never even been brought to light. I mean, that hey, I don't really care because I have no vested interest in it whatsoever. But Everybody keeps asking me to handle things around here. I don't know why. I think there's a lot of people that want to handle things, but they don't want the repercussions because everybody knows, what that comes with. All right, so let me get back to this ridiculous post. It's the fact that you had a life insurance policy on your son. I need to know where this came from. The only person or people that I know claimed that there was all kinds of money is Benny and Nicolina. And I don't even know why they did that. I'm not sure. I still, to this day, don't know why. It's strange that she would say that. It's the fact that you had a life insurance. So when would I have taken a life insurance policy out on my son when he was diagnosed with cancer? Because that's not a thing. One does not just simply take out a life insurance policy on anybody who's sick. When would I have put a life insurance policy on when he was 10? What parent puts a life insurance policy on their kid? Now, that's no offense to anybody who has a life insurance policy on their kid, but be a little bit leery of people that put life insurance policies on their kids. Like, what's going on there? Most people are not looking at their young kids thinking they need a life insurance policy. They're more worried about getting life insurance policies for themselves so their kids can be taken care of if anything happens to them. That's logical. But to have on your kid is not. So, um, so then she says, I threw a temper tantrum that she didn't share the GoFundMe link. But she just said the other day, so get this. She just says, it was yesterday, I think, that I thanked her for sharing my link. What is she talking about? This is what I mean. She's a bold-faced fucking liar. It's pathological. She said, I think, did everybody could please put a one in my chat if you heard Queen Bee say yesterday that I thanked her for sharing the link. I don't think she ever did. So why would I thank her for sharing something she didn't share? Now she's saying I threw a temper tantrum. When? When did I throw a temper tantrum over her not sharing a link? Where's proof of this? I don't see any clip channels. I don't have any kind of record of that on my channel. She just said it was you under a troll account making her share his link. Boy, she thinks so highly of herself. Sounds like some shit she would do, like buy herself memberships. Lace with Lacey. That's so crazy because I literally just said when I started this live that I think she was trolling her chat. Now she's saying I was trolling in her chat to share his link. That whatever she wants to say, I don't really give a fuck. And then I couldn't get myself life insurance because the first question had to do with kidney disease. Now I'm leaving my son with nothing. Thank God I have family paying for my cremation. Yeah, Purple Rain, they make it so hard for people that are sick to establish like you've got to get it before you ever get sick. Yeah, so she says that yesterday she says that I thanked her for sharing my link. No, I think I thanked her for sharing a post where I was asking for prayers for my son. It wasn't a link. This bitch doesn't even know what she's saying. She has no clue. She's so fucked up in her head and she's running on like just straight up lies all day long. She doesn't even know what's fact or fiction anymore. And then she's calling me baby. Bitch, don't call me fucking baby. Baby, again, like I said, I understand you're hurting and fucked up. You understand I'm hurting and fucked up. I'm not fucked up. I'm not fucked up at all. Am I hurting? Of course I'm hurting. I'll hurt till the day I die. But again, that has nothing to do with any of this. You made it about that, Queen Bee. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be a thorn in your fucking ass. And I'm going to make sure everyone knows the truth about you. And I can't wait to do it. Can't wait to fucking do it. Hey, Zerjules. She's going to say that to people that you're not right in the head. Queen Bee, you better shut up, girl. Well, I don't know why she thinks that I'm not right in the head. I really don't. So if somebody loses a loved one, a child, a family member, anybody, they're not right in the head. That's what I'm getting here. I hope everybody keeps this in their back pocket for a rainy day. I'll be the first in line, bitch, to give you back what you give tenfold. I will be a fly on the fucking wall, in fact. All right, so she says she understands I'm hurting and fucked up, but her grace for me is gone. I never asked you for grace. I don't want your grace. I don't need your grace. And I don't know why you are taking this stance of importance in my realm at all. I don't give a fuck about your grace for anybody. Does it look like I give a fuck if you give me grace or not? Queen Bee is so fucking intimidated for whatever reason, I don't know. That when I went into Leanna's chat, Makeup Mobster's chat, I think it was like a month ago, and I said, Queen Bee's a child abusing piece of shit. She literally took it out on Makeup Mobster. She won't say my name, right? Until today, because she's super fucking pissed and she shook because she knows I just shake the whole tree. And all the documents are going to come flying out all over YouTube. Bitch, what are you going to do then? Mm-mm. And you're making it real personal. So for me, I have all the motivation in the world. I'm so glad you did this. In fact, I bet a lot of people are. Deep down, they're probably like, well, this is fucked up. But I'm kind of glad that it's Tiffany doing this. I can't tell you how many people tell me on the regular, I wish you come back and drag these bitches. Aw, thank you so much. I don't want to say your name, but I just saw it come across my screen. You're so sweet. For a fruit platter, whatever you like. Honestly, is it cool if I spend it on these documents? Because I have a feeling it might be a little costly. Listen, I'll buy a fruit platter because it's about $60 for a fruit platter these days. But I'm trying to buy all these public records right now. That's what I'm doing. Maybe I will buy a fruit platter. I actually was going to go buy one the other night for dinner, but I didn't. Hold on a second. Let me see. So she says, now run along and go take your meds and get to a therapist ASAP. Take my meds and get to a therapist. I'm not on any meds, Queen Bee. It's crazy. The day of David's funeral, my mom's friend had asked her, did she take anything today? Like they were worried, like they were worried about me. And my mom was like, not a single thing. And her friend was like, are you kidding me? Like they were worried that I didn't, what meds, Queen Bee? What meds do I need? So now I need meds because my son passed away. I have a therapist. Anyone who loses any kind of loved one ever should absolutely talk to somebody. I show up to every single appointment. I take it very seriously. That started on week 2 of the loss of my son after the services and all the things. And I think it's important I clear these things up. I speak to a therapist. Of course I do. What do you think? I'm not going to take care of my mental health? That's insanity. Queen Bee, why don't you have a therapist? I mean, I actually think you may need one more than I do. And I'm not just saying that, I'm being serious. You have a major fucking problem. Anyone who abuses children needs to be put in a fucking institution or jailed. Never mind a therapist. That'll come down the line. But so, okay, she's sitting here saying, I need a therapist. Sorry, like, is this like supposed to be insulting to someone? I proudly admit that I go to therapy. Of course I would. Anybody would. Most people would. Because when you're faced with something so much greater than you, and you don't have the tools to deal with such uncharted territory, you've never been through something like this in your life, it is wise to find somebody who can help you through things like this, or give you the tools to deal with something like this, or the resources to deal with something like this. I've never missed a single appointment. I actually really like my therapist. She's a sweetheart and she helps me a whole lot. There's so many things that she says to me that resonate, and I'm like actually really lucked out because I was actually nervous. I'm like, well, what if I don't like the therapist? I'm gonna need to go find a new one. What if I don't like that one? And because like it's kind of touch and go if you're gonna go to therapy for anything. You don't know if you're gonna like that therapist or that counselor. Um, I really did luck out. And I'm glad because if that might actually be a problem for me, like if I had to shop around for a therapist because I didn't like my therapist, I might not actually do therapy because that's like a hurdle, right? To like look for someone that you actually like or get along with or feel comfortable with. So, Queen Bee, why don't you get yourself some therapy? And on top of it, get your daughters some therapy as well because they're going to need it. They're being abused by you, which is awful. And I am in no way attacking her kids. I feel bad for them. I can't imagine having a fucking moose sitting in the house for a mother who lives like a slob and plays with dirty mushrooms in the fucking kitchen and sits in front of a fucking computer smoking blunts all day, live streaming on the internet, talking about a woman who just had a baby. Like, why are they so bothered by a baby? It's no wonder she abuses her kids. She abuses other people's kids without fail. I'm sorry, I didn't even look down in my chat. Hey, September Angel, Platform Boots. Um, KB says you lost your son. Your mind and head have never been clearer. You see things clearly. Yeah, I've been seeing things pretty clearly for a while now. Notorious Ash. Tiffany is as clear headed as she can be. QB just says that shit to convince herself of that. So she ain't over there shaking in her shimmies. Well, I mean, shit. If Ash 274 is saying I'm in my right mind, then I probably am. Uh she's doing it to convince her audience too, because she knows that people are just like falling off and her numbers are dwindling. And with this, it's like a double whammy, triple whammy, quadruple whammy. How many people do you think, honest, how many people do you think, if they saw the proof of what really happened, will be like, I'm going to skedaddle out of here? I'll tell you what, there's a lot of people that don't condone child abuse, and they really do need it to be right in front of their face. They need to see it. They need to have solid proof and evidence, and then they'll make a decision. And some people will do it quietly. Some people, and this is what you'll see happen when like things fall apart, is what people do is they'll change their names entirely and they never come back as who they once were before, because they're worried, because they've either confided in um thank you so much, Chicana Army Brat. um Thank you. I'm gonna put that toward the what you call it, the documents. I didn't get to see the whole thing, but I think that's what you wrote, to put it toward that, and I'm going to. Abso-fucking-lutely. Jane L, she's the queen. We bow to her. Missy T, she is a dysfunctional dirtbag who has no morals. She sounds really stupid when she tries to put a sentence together. Well, she's child abuse maxing her whole fucking life away, so. Ash, I accidentally rewind it and didn't realize until I start hearing something that I swear I've already heard. Purple Rain, and she lies her ass off. Leanna never said she smoked dope with her kids. Purple Rain, you talking about Queen Bee saying that Leanna smokes dope around her son? Because I heard that that's what she said. I didn't hear it for myself, but I heard it from someone else. And I was like, what the fuck? Leanna definitely does not smoke anything outside of cigarettes. I'm pretty sure she doesn't like weed. She's pretty. I think she's pretty straight laced, actually. I think she probably has like an occasional drink, like maybe in the summertime or something. She's not. Queen Bee's saying all of these things because she's so insecure, and she needs content also. Thank you, BGPO J3G. Here on a little donation on the paperwork. Well, thank ya. I'll take that out of my own pocket, and then I'll put it back when the check comes from YouTube next month. I appreciate you. Oh, Queen Bee. You got a lot of people that really want to see this documentation. I am not going to disappoint anybody. That's a fucking promise. She knows it. That's why she's doing all this. Amanda T. All the good peeps are in here. Love it. I know there's a lot of people from the DC in here, and I kind of like it. I kind of like it a lot. I enjoy this. Oh, Sisk, thank you. Document help. QB bitch. Well, I wasn't even planning to do all this, but thank you guys. I don't mind footing the bill myself. Trust me, I don't. It is absolutely fucking necessary. Ellie, thank you. Thank you. Who's member? Is that KNS? No. Amy Lynn, welcome to lobby. Welcome. I don't offer anything for my membership, so just so you know that, but I appreciate you for being a member. It means a lot to me. No mother is online 16 hours a day. Well, Queen Bee is absolutely averaging like an 8 hour a day for the last 5 years. And that's how you know she's a shitty mom. What the fuck? I mean, I don't really think I've ever said that about anybody on here. There's people I can't stand that I know are good moms, right? I don't even really have much against Queen Bee. There's a couple things that she's done that have rubbed me the wrong way. But like, there's people I actually cannot fucking stand that I know are at least good moms. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, she's a horrible mother just because I have issues with somebody, right? Like, if someone's a good mom, they're a good mom. Well, you're just, why would I take that away from somebody? It's not right. All right. So she says losing a child is horrendous, and it has you spinning around trying to play Captain Save-A-Ho to a woman who used drugs while pregnant and currently still does, while nodding off, doing drama to the point she can't take. So here we go about BJ again. So this is the thing. Like I said, I don't even go in Brittany's chat a lot. Like, I stop in there if I happen to come across her at night and she's live, or in the afternoon if she goes live, but it's pretty seldom, honestly. Why is Queen Bee so mad that I'm in a chat? Why does it matter so much to her where I go? You know what? I'll tell you why. I know the answer. I'm not actually asking you guys. She's mad because she knows that me being around Brittany, to her, in Queen Bee's mind, she's like, well, that gives her more credibility. Well, I'm sorry, but I would pick Brittany J over Queen Bee any day. Any day. I can't imagine that Brittany J has little fucking rugs all over her house for her animals to shit and piss on because she's too lazy to get up and bring them outside or let them out the door. I know what those rugs are, Queen Bee. Those little rugs scattered all around the floors, all over the place, in odd places. It's for her dogs. Do you know how disgusting that is? Her house has to stink to high heavens. So she's super fucked up over the fact that I was in Brittany's chat the other day. I don't really give a fuck. I've been going in Brittany's chat for 5 years. Why would I stop now? Because you say so? Who the fuck are you, Queen Bee? Who the fuck are you? Last time I checked, I don't even know you. Like, I don't even know you. You are an internet acquaintance. What the fuck makes you think that you own anybody on this platform or can tell them where to go or who to speak to, who to chat with? I'll go wherever the fuck I want. Okay. And I'm sorry, but what is this bullshit here that Brittany J was using drugs while pregnant? Like, do we have proof of this? Is there proof of this? She just spouts off the mouth on anything and everything. You want to talk about defamation, Queen Bee? Brittany J could probably fucking own your house if she wanted to. I don't know why she's not taking these steps. I don't know why she's not taking everything you've got, in fact. You've done nothing but fucking torture this girl. Why hasn't Brittany J gotten a restraining order on this bitch? Or filed an actual lawsuit and sued her for defamation? She's a much better woman than I am, I'll tell you that. I think she's humble. I really do. I don't think that Brittany really cares too much for fighting with people. I don't think she likes it. I think that it bothers her, and she would be much happier if people left her alone. If people did leave her alone, I don't think you would see Brittany poking at everybody. She would just be doing her own thing. I don't see her picking fights with anybody. I see her responding. I see her defending her family, herself. I mean, it's clearly affected her family. Her husband is very upset about what's been happening to their whole family. Hey, YouTube can ruin lives. I've seen it happen. People have lost their wives, they've lost their children, they've lost a lot of things that, they just didn't hold dear because they put YouTube above it. And mm, those who know the difference are ahead of the game. And I mean, I don't know. I think it's pretty awful what they did to Brittany. I don't think she deserves it at all. I don't think she's a bad person at all. Do I agree with every single thing she does? I don't know everything she does. So like Queen Bee's like sitting here so fucking bent out of shape. Why? So this tells me that she actually values like what my opinion is, who I show support to, who I talk to, where I go. Why would she be bothered by that? Why yesterday was she like, what happened, TM? What happened? You were fine with me. What happened? Couldn't be because of a troll in my chat. Had nothing to do with a troll in your chat. I didn't even see what that person said till I went back to find out for myself. It was you laughing at the death of my son that I thought was just absolutely fucking disgusting. And she absolutely did laugh about it. Yeah, like I have no respect for this bitch. She's nasty. This is not somebody who goes out into society and makes a difference in the world or helps people. I guarantee you, this woman does not hold the door open for people. She doesn't put her grocery cart back in the fucking cart corral. She doesn't give a fuck. She is a slob. These are the people that you see standing outside of the 7-Elevens with the Tweety Bird shirts on. That's fucking Queen Bee. Tell me she doesn't own a Tweety Bird shirt. She absolutely does. She absolutely does. There's no way in hell that Queen Bee doesn't own a fucking Tweety Bird shirt. Probably says like, just woke up. Don't fuck with me today. Standing outside smoking cigarettes outside the car talking to fucking custies outside. Bitch, get the fuck out of here. Do you have a PayPal? No, I don't. Jeez. I don't have a PayPal. I never have. Well, I guess I do because someone sent me a PayPal once. Like, I guess it goes through email, but I have no idea how to access it. So definitely don't like use my email to PayPal me or anything because I have no clue how to even work that. I don't really do a lot with I don't enter my information online a lot. I don't like doing it. I don't like having things attached to my bank account. Like I try to be careful because there's so much that goes on. It's just crazy how QB's chat believes everything she tells them. Amy Lynn, they just go along with it because to them, the alternative is that they'll have nowhere to go. So and it will happen, like eventually there will be people that will come out of her community, right? And they'll make their own channels and they'll branch off, right? That's like how new communities start. She's gonna have a fucking really full plate eventually. I have a funny feeling. Thank you, Crime Logy. FOIA Fund. Let's get it. Listen, Queen Bee bitch, you're gonna have some fucking problems on your hands by the time I'm done with you. I'm just gonna promise you that. Be lying on my son. Be lying on me saying I took out a life insurance policy on my kid. You've lost your damn mind. And you are fucking with the wrong person. I don't give a fuck about going real life on you because you're talking way too much about my real life. I'm an eye for an eye type of person. So you're going to get what you give. That's all I can say about it. And I don't give a fuck. It's just crazy how QB's chat believes everything she tells them. So I totally understand TMXO. Therapy is going to take a lot for kids growing to cope. I feel awful for them. Those those scars will last forever on their hearts. They'll never forget that shit. But I do hope that they'll break the cycle with their own kids. And usually they do. Usually children of abusers do break the cycle. They want to. Um, some of them end up being the best parents ever because they want to be everything that their own parents never were to them. So, especially with a dad who's got their back, who's, like actively in court and has, their best interest at heart, they do stand a chance, you know? Police reports and court docs don't lie. They certainly don't. And we've already seen the police report, which is crazy because she's acting like this doesn't exist. She took down Sinner's live because he showed the police report. So Sinner shows the police report and she struck it on a copyright. It wasn't a copyright infringement. She just didn't want anybody to actually see that she's not being truthful. She wants everybody to believe that this didn't happen. This is why she's writing this community post to me. It's why she's saying the fucked up things she's saying. It's why she's got clues saying fucked up things too. Why, Queen Bee, why can't you just handle shit yourself? Why are you such a pussy? I've never needed anyone to fight my battles on here. I've never needed anybody to hold a panel for me. I've never needed 10 people to talk shit because I couldn't handle doing it myself. I just take care of everything myself. Why are you such a little bitch? Serious question. Why can't you hold your own? I don't get that. Why do you have an arrest for every single year of your life since you were a minor? This woman's rap sheet is like, holy shit. And it just gets longer and longer and longer. Why has she been arrested every single year? Listen, people get arrested, it happens, but yearly? Since you were a minor on documents? One of them sealed off because she was a minor. Every single year since, she's got arrests and charges. She's done everything from supplying kids with fucking alcohol, drugs, you name it. It's insanity. Of course, she's a child abuser. That's child abuse. Supplying children with drugs or alcohol is child abuse, Queen Bee. Yeah, so sue me, bitch. Go ahead. Good luck with it. I wish you all the very best. That alone in itself is child abuse. How come you don't know how to recognize child abuse when you see it or when you're the one committing the act? Wild. Crazy shit. Happy holidays. I haven't seen you in a while. How are you? Funny how she always brings up defamation. Yup. Like her fake fucking lawsuit with Betty. You do know she's been spending people's money on all this shit going on with her daughter, right? Mm-hmm. No word of a lie. And I've said this before. That was a good cover, though. Betty was a useful tool for Queen Bee, I'll tell you that. Mm-hmm. Pulling the wool over everybody's eyes. Whatever came of that? Not a fucking damn thing. Hundreds and thousands of dollars for what? Child abuse and a house. And what else? Drugs. Who knows what the fuck? Rugs for the floors so her dogs can shit and piss on them while she's live because she can't get up off her fat fucking ass to go outside and handle it herself. I don't know. I mean, that's not normal to let your dogs shit and piss in the house. It's so unsanitary. In fact, it's a health risk. That's also child abuse. To have kids in the house while there's dog shit and dog piss all over the floor and on rugs. Just buying bathroom rugs to throw on the floor so that your dogs can relieve themselves in the house. Unbelievable. You can't make this shit up. Cannot make this shit up. Hold on, let me finish reading this. Captain Save a Hoe. No one's saving a hoe. I don't even know what she's talking about. She is so bothered. Her own children, what is this? She can't even type. She's on drugs tonight. I will stand by that statement. I heard her for like literally 2 minutes and I was like, damn. She must have had a rough couple days. I guess it sucks, Queen Bee, right? Like, that's why you're always like, I'm not going to say anything about Tiffany. I'm not going to say nothing. I'm not going to say nothing. She's a grieving mother. I'm not going to say nothing about Tiffany. Tell them why you really don't want to say nothing about me, Queen Bee. Has nothing to do with anything going on in my life. It has everything to do with what's going on in yours. That's the truth. And everybody here knows that I tell no fucking lie. I have nothing to gain from lying about Queen Bee. Not at all. Um, let's see. And currently still does while nodding off, doing drama to the point she can't take her own children to school. And CPS was contacted. Yes, CPS was contacted on you too. There's CPS documents about what you did to your kid, Queen Bee, right? But yeah, just keep talking about BJ. I mean, it's a good way to cover it up for a little while, but not with me around. It's not going to work because I'm not going to let this go, especially not now. I think you just really did yourself in. That's all. That's all. Kind of funny because remember, I was like, oh, I could cover Queen Bee every single day, right? But I didn't. I shut right up, went back, did my own thing, have my own life, going about my business. And then, boom, I write one thing in a chat and all hell breaks loose. But you shouldn't even have brought any attention to it, in fact. I would not be sitting here live right now if Queen Bee wasn't crying like a bitch that I was in Brittany's chat. True story. And that, I mean, it is what it is. She's so bothered. But I don't know why, because I don't talk to her. Then she asks, my last question to you, would David be proud of you spewing lies on a child? Would he be okay with someone lying on you and saying you choked him out? The answer is clearly no. Um, don't speak for my son, Queen Bee. David is literally always been my biggest fan when it comes to YouTube. My son was very well aware of my behavior here and all the things I did. I did it in the wide open in the middle of my house. Of course, he'd be proud of me. Of course, he would. My son stood up against injustice all the time. Of course, he would be proud. To know that I'm calling out a child abusing piece of shit, why wouldn't he be proud? You're going to speak for my son now, too? That's quite something. Mandolin says, to be clear, I'm not a BJ fan and never have been. I do, however, care that they're bringing David into this. It's unbelievable. I don't know why. Her whole point of doing this was to try to discredit me. It's been done before, dealt with it already from two other people. And Queen Bee's doing it because she's a follower, right? So she sees it done by someone else. She's like, I'm going to do this shit too. Fuck her. She's bringing David into it because she's out of control and she has literally no excuse for herself. So, what better way to try to, I don't know, make it seem like, I'm not right in the mind, or I'm not sound of mind, or I'm not thinking clearly, or I'm hurting so badly that I can't handle to come on YouTube or shouldn't be on YouTube. Now she's saying that I had a life insurance policy on my kid. Queen Bee, let me ask you something. Do you have life insurance policies on your kids? Because I find it so strange that you would ever say something like this. I'm willing to bet she may actually have life insurance policies on her kids. Why would she say this about me? I've heard trust fund baby, but I've never heard. I don't believe I have. I could be wrong. Someone can correct me. I don't think I've ever heard that I had a life insurance policy on my son. Queen Bee, abusing her children, very well may have a life insurance policy on hers because she's her own kid's liability. Does that make sense? It makes perfect sense to me because I can't understand why she would write this here. I think she may actually be the one that has life insurance policies on her own. So is she planning for them to die? A mother's not going to put life insurance policy on her kids unless she's planning for a tragedy. I'll tell you what, I believed in my son till the very last day. Till the very last day. The day before he passed away, I was telling everybody, don't underestimate him. His bounce back is unbelievable. I was not planning for my son to die. That was not something that I saw coming, in fact, even in his worst moments, because I know what his body was capable of and I watched him fight so hard and he did it so well and he shouldn't have had to. But like to say I had a life insurance policy on him just makes me think that you're the one with life insurance policies on yours. It's just it's not a normal statement to make. And it just would make perfect sense. Hold on, I'm reading through your chats, guys. I also think it's crazy that Laura's judging anyone's home. Mandolin, I feel like her house is a hazard with all that oils and the candle scents and shit. That stuff isn't good for you. Like too much of it. I like Yankee candles. I feel like they burn so clean, they smell so fresh. You know what candles I cannot stand is the Better Homes and Gardens candles. They smell like maple syrup. No matter if it's like a clean linen scent, it still has this like syrupy smell to it, and I hate it. I can't buy those Better Homes and Gardens candles. They're just like too cheap. You could buy Yankee candles at Home Goods and TJ Maxx for like 14 bucks anyhow. Yeah, I don't like those Walmart candles, that's for sure. Now Laura tries to act like Britt started with her. Not even remotely true. Laura went at her and did so for quite a while before Brittany said a word. True story, Ash. But Laura wanted to be her friend until Brittany didn't show her the attention she wanted. Now she flipped on her. Hey, Michelle Davidson. No one is going to convince anyone where to go, who to like. We make our own decisions, right, ZZ? It's just an app. It's just an app on your phone. We're all adults here. I mean, I just don't get it. I think Queen Bee is so used to people bowing down to her. She takes ownership over human beings that she's never met before and that have never met her. They can't, they're like chained to her chat. They can't go anywhere. They can't be seen talking to people. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if, let's say, I was live every day doing panels or whatever, have like a shit show drama community over here, which I could easily do any day of the week. I could put this channel on every single day, run live panels and do the same thing. I just would never waste my time on it. I don't think I'll ever come back to YouTube like full time all the time because I don't have the attention span for it anymore. There once was a time that I did. I guess if I find something that like I'm really, really passionate about, I can do it. And I would be like, tuned in to what I was doing. But uh, it's too much to sit around on YouTube all day like that. It's her whole entire existence. Her whole entire existence is made up of strangers online. Let's see. Why are these being held? With a stain on the boob. Who has a stain on the boob? Speaking of boobs, you guys, I have a question. Serious question. Um, so my doctor called me today and was like, really want to get you scheduled for a mammogram, because you're 40 and blah, blah, blah. I have really little boobs. I don't have big boobs. I can feel my boobs just fine. I mean, if there was something there larger than, I don't know, let's say, I don't know, even like the size of a pea, I would notice, right? I have a B cup size boobs, like I'm tiny up top. And I declined because I don't really believe in squeezing your breast tissue. I think that it can damage your tissue, and I think that it can actually cause, you know, malfunctions with your cells and stuff to be squeezing your breast tissue. So I was like, I'm going to pass on it. Like I'm fully capable of doing my own self breast exams. Now I know it might be a touchy subject for some people, but from everything I've ever known and everything I've ever believed, I don't want to squeeze my boobs. I wouldn't mind some feedback about it, honestly, because I've thought about like, am I making the wrong decision? Um, is that like careless of me? But then I'm like, well, What if I go get my boob squeezed the fuck out of and then shit hits the fan? Like, that would totally happen. I don't know. Does anybody have any feelings about that? I've actually read some studies about it. It's a real thing. Like, squeezing your breast tissue like that is not always good. But I did decline to do a mammogram, at least for now, anyway. And I am very in tune with my body. I think I would know if something was off. Let's see. She's a piece of what I won't say. And the setters, you don't have to have all, all that class in here. You're cute. Hey, Calval. Crystal Langford. It's all about money and attention for many. Misunderstood. Why can't we watch whoever we want without being criticized? Real question. Why do we have to pick sides? I watch who I want. No shade to anyone else. I just like certain things different times. You know what else too? Like, I've noticed since I've been back, I'll like float around wherever. I don't know everything that goes on here. I'm not watching everybody every minute of the day. I don't know who's fighting with who. There's certain people that I just truly have respect for. And especially at this time in my life where I've made amends with so many people and I really have no desire to fight with anybody. Um, I think that if something's like important, then it's worth talking about. But like to go back and forth with someone all day like these people do, I have no interest in that whatsoever. And like when I cover all of this, I don't give a fuck what she says. Like, she has no bearing on anything that's going to go on my channel. Not whatsoever. I'm going to do what I'm doing over here. She can dispute it over there till the fucking cows come home. It's not going to change a damn thing over here. Like, I let that be known. I'm not going back and forth with her. I'm putting it out as if I'm covering a case. So Queen Bee, you've been covering Britney. You cover whoever the fuck, right? It's like you switch it up every year or so. You find a new you've been on Britney a really long time. Longer than Bullhorn Betty. But this is not going to be a thing where I go back and forth with you. You're not going to like this. I'll tell you that right now, and you don't have thick enough skin to even handle what I'm about to do. And I know that for a fact. You can't even handle shit. I haven't even been live. She's going the fuck off. This is the first time I've even gone live. I wrote a comment in a chat and she's doing all this. Can you imagine how unfucking glued she's gonna come when I come back here with all this shit? And I'm expecting it literally to take 30 days because sometimes it does take that long for FOIA requests to sometimes it takes longer than that. But sometimes they come real quick too. So J Frey, Melissa, how would she even know what information isn't public anyway? She's such a nut job and speaks about everyone's deceased children. I really fear for her karma. You know, I don't know how much I believe in karma anymore. I have so many reasons for feeling that way. I think that I was always such a huge believer in like the law of attraction and like a lot of the things that I once believed in, I don't so much believe in anymore. I I think that bad things usually happen to good people more than anything. I think the worst people walk among us and are alive and breathing, living on this earth. And most of the good people end up getting the shit end of the stick. Uh, that's personally my opinion. I watched I watched my 19 to 20-year-old son get karma for the universe, and he did nothing. He did nothing to deserve it. I've seen babies walking the halls of Hasbro Children's Hospital, um, literal babies, man, like toddlers hooked up to IV poles. So sick. Is karma real? I don't know. I don't even know. I'm not sure anymore. I really am not. It's strange to me. I've just like changed my opinion on so many things over the last year or so. Like I just don't see things the same because I will look at the things I was seeing. I'm like, this makes me question everything I've ever believed, right? I think all of the worst people are here. Like in the grocery store walking next to you. You ever like look at the chats and the things that people will say? Or so like the Carmelo Anthony case. I'm going to take this and use this for just a minute. I don't know what everyone's opinion is on this. Personally, um I saw full blown animals down there in Collin County, Texas. Animals, just complete fucking utter animals. Don't even know what turnip truck these people rolled in on. No clue. I don't know if they were crisis actors. I have no idea. But so JLR was covering it, right? There's like 12,000 people in the chat. The comments that I saw were so fucking vile. I think it was possibly the worst of the worst in there, the things that were being said. And I'm like, this is how people really think. These are people that might be walking in your neighborhood, walking their dog, um, pumping gas next to you at the gas station, grocery shopping next to you in the grocery store. This is how people really think. And this is how they really are. You just don't know it because they don't do it out in the open. It's scary as fuck. Anyone who was in that chat knows what I'm talking about. Like the comments in there were awful. Hey, Jay. I think so too. I get too many requests for that and I don't do it. Only once, but when I did feel something, I took myself in, all turned out well. Listen, while Jay's in here, I want to say this. Like I was saying to you before, I don't go in a bunch of chats. I really only stick to a couple different ones, right? Um, when David passed away, I watched JLR and Jay literally every day. Nancy Guthrie. It distracted me. It took my mind off things. Jay made me laugh my ass off when all I wanted to do was curl up in a ball and cry all day. Like, I really have to be honest. Like, that's the content I like. I really love true crime. Like, I love drama. Don't get me wrong. I'm all about the drama sometimes, right? Not so much these days, but I really don't go many places. I stuck with two chats for months and I was just perfectly fine with that. And Jay did great coverage of Nancy Guthrie, still is doing great coverage of Nancy Guthrie. Doesn't miss a fucking beat. JLR, I think, has done a fantastic job. I know not everybody likes him. I really do. I think he's entertaining as fuck. Like, I could literally watch him for 12 hours. I could watch Jay all day too. I like people with like a personality, and I like people that are not always so fucking serious. They're not always yelling, screaming, raspy because they've been yelling all fucking day. Um, we need more people to it's strange. I don't like the community that Queen Bee is like made for herself over there. And again, I don't even feel like that's her community. I feel like that is the community of her subscribers. They're more afraid to lose each other and not have that place to go to than they are to not. If she didn't go live ever again, right? Say, for instance, I'll just pick Nicole B in the chat. Say you have a channel. Say you just took on you know, whatever it might have been on your channel. You took all the people that are like a conglomerate over there in Queen Bees and you gave all those people a place to go. And they all wanted to be there. They liked what you were doing. Do you get what I'm saying? It's not even about Queen Bee. Those people over there like each other. It's not about her. The people in the chats form so many relationships with one another. They start talking to each other on Discord. You know what I mean? Like they have their own relationships going on in the chat while she's not paying attention to a fucking goddamn thing except whatever drugs she's got in front of her that day. And trust me, she had plenty tonight. No one's going to tell me, Queen Bee, I would love to see you piss in a cup tomorrow. Ta! No one's going to tell me that bitch wasn't high as fuck tonight. On what? I'm not sure, but she was on a downward spiral. All the whole time I listened to her. All 5 minutes of it. I was like, holy shit. Holy fucking shit. Actually, I haven't heard her like that in a while. Just ordered Detroit brick pizza. I don't have a Detroit brick pizza, but it sounds good. I'd imagine it's good. I've never been to Detroit, in fact. Does Detroit have good pizza? I bet they do. Why do I get the feeling they do? I'm kind of sick of pizza. It's like it's all you really like. You crave it and then you're like, I'll get it like once a week or so. I love greasy pizza when I do drama lives. I don't know what it is, but when I'm on like a drama live and it's like 10 hours long, all I want to do is eat a greasy pizza, like the whole thing. And doesn't that kill you when you see people talk like that in chat and you think, oh my God, my kid would never ever be like that and they're not here? Oh, Melissa, I know. I know. I actually really do. Um, yeah, so she's asking if my son would be proud of me spewing lies on a child. I've never lied on Queen Bee's child. That is an absolute fabrication and a full blown story. I haven't lied about her child. However, she has because she's lying about the whole entire thing. So it's all deflection. Queen Bee, I believe that you are the one with a life insurance policy on your kids. I believe that you are the one lying on your kid. I'm not lying on your kid. I know what I saw, and it came straight from law enforcement. So when I get all of this documentation, what are you going to say? That I'm lying about it? Well, then maybe you can like sue the police department or something for lying about you on paper. Maybe that's what you should do, Rebecca. Maybe what you should do is call that cop and tell him he's a fucking liar. Because, like, everything he wrote in that report is just bullshit, right? I'm not lying on your kid. And I'm not doing anything to your kid whatsoever. If anything, I would absolutely protect your children. I would not do that. That's not who I am. I would never harm anybody's kids. That's not me. Never has been, never will be. I'm just focusing on you In fact, I'm taking up for your kids because you're a child abusing piece of fucking shit, Queen Bee. I can't stand a fucking child abuser. Some people are like, the worst thing you can be is a liar. No, the worst thing you can be is a child abuser. And Queen Bee, guess what? That cop signed off on the fact that you are indeed a child abuser. That sucks for you, but I don't know what to fucking tell you. Like, what do you want me to do about it? I can't fix your fucking problems for you. I can't change the fact that you're a fucking bottom of the barrel bitch. Any mother that would put her hands around her kid's neck and try to asphyxiate them is sick in the fucking head and needs to be institutionalized. That's my opinion. I stand by it. I will not back down from that. I'll die on that hill. I think you're damn lucky that it went down the way it did. You should be thanking your daughter. Thank your daughter for not calling the cops on you and calling her dad. You should thank him too, in fact. I think he's done you a couple favors, and you know he has. That's my opinion about it. I think he's probably a pretty decent guy. Now, I could be wrong. I don't know anything about him. I don't even know what he looks like, nor do I care. Sounds to me like he's a pretty good dude if he cares enough to be in court like this. You know, it's been over a year. I did see the both of them did not show up to one of those court dates. Don't know what that was about, but I'm going to just get it all. And Queen Bee, I promise I will redact everything, everything that's identifying about your daughter. I'm not doing anything to your daughter. That's not even a question. That's not what I'm here to do. I'm focusing on you. So, cry me a fucking river. You open a can of worms and you're not going to be able to shut it. That's all. I think you can handle it. You dish it out all fucking day. I write one comment in a chat and you're spiraling, losing your ever loving mind. Why is that? Because it's the truth. Sure is too late now, ZZ. Your live came across my feed. I am behind on the live, but please do get a mammogram. I am stage 4 breast cancer survivor. You could have cancer without even feeling anything. I had 5 tumors and 1 boob. God bless. So you're a stage 4 breast cancer survivor. That's amazing, Robin Woods. I'll think about it. Something about I just don't want to damage my breast tissue. I feel so conflicted on it. Um, I think it's important. My grandmother died from ovarian cancer, so they do go hand in hand. I don't know, it just makes me real nervous to do that. And like I said, my boobs are so little. I don't want to be like squeezing the fuck out of them. That's just gonna hurt. I think women with bigger boobs, they don't hurt. Like little boobs are more painful, I think, but that's just my opinion. I think doing mammogram is important. I just don't do them myself. I have in the past. It didn't hurt. I would always suggest someone do theirs, but I don't. I should though. My gynecologist feels my boobs every time I go. I know that's not enough, and I totally understand that you don't always feel, but I'm just worried to damage my breast tissue. Does she sweat like a trooper around her kids? I have no idea. She looks like she sweats. She probably sweats sitting down. Tiffany, I'm behind a little, and please go get a mammogram. I'm B cup, and I was diagnosed with stage 2 breast cancer at 39. The tumor was in my mammary duct and couldn't be felt. Thank you for telling me this. It is what it is. Thank you. Like, I totally I totally, I'm not against having a mammogram done. I fear that it would harm me. I have to think about it. Just give me a little bit of time. I wish they had a better way of handling this other than squeezing your tissue and like, uh, all it takes is one cell. And I don't know. Thank you guys for sharing that, especially you guys that are survivors of breast cancer. I don't usually share shit like that, but like it's just been on my mind all day. Because when my doctor called and was like, "I want to get you in for a mammogram," I was like, "Mm-mm, I'm not squeezing my boobs." Uh, did I finish this thing? Hold on a second. Oh yeah, okay. So I left off where she says that David's answer would be no, that he wouldn't be proud of me for uh spewing lies no one spewed lies in a child, so it's irrelevant what you're fucking saying. Would he be okay with someone lying on you and saying you choked him out? The answer is clearly no. My son would laugh. Queen Bee, listen, I don't know why you keep bringing him up. It's almost like, all right, so this is what I personally believe is not going to work for you. Queen Bee, I'm gonna fucking completely annihilate your character using the character you made yourself, right? I'm just gonna make sure everybody knows the truth about you. But what you don't get, it's just like fucking mind boggling to me. This bitch is so fucking delusional. She's gonna like say what my son would say. Do you know how many things my son would be like, oh my God, these people are crazy, mom? Like, he would tell me all the time, my gaming friends don't act like, I don't know anybody that acts like that. Like, Queen Bee, my son would think you're a fucking piece of shit. That's what he would think. And if he knew that you choked your daughter, he would really think you were a piece of shit. And yes, he would be proud of me. And I guarantee you, he is proud of me. He's probably happy I'm on YouTube. He used to ask me all the time to go live. Mom, why don't you go live? Why don't you go live? So I didn't want to. I wanted to spend time with him. He didn't want me worrying about him all the time. Like I said, don't you worry about what my son would think. I know what my son thought of me, and I know everything he would say and all of his reactions and what they would be. I don't know why you're on your channel speaking for my son. You don't know him. You don't know him. All right. So it's kind of strange. So, like, it's like a double standards too, because Queen Bee is like nonstop bringing up David, right? I've heard people say like Tiffany's using her son, blah blah. No, I'm actually not. I'm responding to what people are, and I don't know why they're doing that. But it's awfully interesting that the second that I come to the table with any kind of fact whatsoever, this is the go-to now. Well, good luck with it. It don't fucking phase me at all, in the least. I don't think that this bitch knows like really where I'm at. Honestly, like I said, I am not the same person that I was before. She knows a completely different Tiffany, and that's just that. People that are friends with me will speak to that. Um, let's see. Yeah. And she's like, Queen Bee, it's crazy. I'm over here talking about how I'm going to redact your daughter's name, make sure that I protect. Why are you writing my son's name on your community post? asking me, would David be proud of you? I think you like that name so much. I mean, it rolls off your tongue about 50 fucking times a live stream. Between Sinner and my son, geez, what the fuck? You've lost your fucking mind. That's all I know. And you're really going to regret it. I really do think you are. You're barking up the wrong tree. Twisted, perplexed CPS. I don't get mammograms for the same reason, TM. I get ultrasound instead, and it's even better at detecting. Ask your doctor. You know what's crazy? You say that because I was thinking that time, like, why can't they just like do imaging or something? You know? I don't know why I'm so stressed out about it, but I am. KB says very few people knew about David because Tiffany didn't talk about him live. Those of us that knew him and he and Tiffany had a great relationship. Keep his name out of your mouth. David was my best friend. I think it's fucking amazing that Queen Bee's sitting here like saying what my son would think, what he would do, what he would say, what his reaction would be. Like, this bitch is off the fucking chain. So that's a fact that I had life insurance on it, and that's insane. So like, that's the thing. I don't even need a lie though. Queen Bee, I don't need a lie about your kids. It seems like you're the one that needs to lie about mine, and I don't get it. I'm just going to tell the truth about what you did. This is not going to become a game. No, it's not, ZZ. She thinks that what I'm going to do is go back and forth with her, and I'm not. I'm going to put everything out, and it's going to be orderly. It's going to be organized. There's not going to be a single fucking question by the time I'm done. She can handle that over there on her own channel. I'm not even going to listen. I don't give a fuck what she has to say. She isn't even a part of it as far as I'm concerned. I'm going to cover this, like I said, as if it's a true crime case. Like I saw it on the news. Don't know her, don't care. Like, no connection to this person. This is what it is. Yeah, I found this case. And there should be no fucking problem with it because she has no problem speaking on anything else or anybody else. And the lies she tells are fucking absolutely, it's insanity to me. While saying everyone else is lying on her. It's diabolical, Rebecca. I hope everyone's doing well, watching the replay. Beat him. A so-called man covers up for child abuse, speaks volumes. Let's not forget him. He also covered up for Clues RSO. Uh, Bass Essentials, sorry. Listen, I really am telling you, I think it's going to take a lot for certain people to leave her. You're not even going to know. Eventually, you're not even going to know where B Tim went. That guy, by the time this is all over, he's probably going to change his name. No one's going to ever hear his voice again. And he's just going to go into hiding under a completely different account. That's what people do. When everything falls apart, they get new names. Nobody knows where they went. That's how people handle it, because by the time all is said and done and years go by, you've shared so much with this person, you've been around them, they know things about you, and you're like, fuck, right? We see it all the time. That's why so many people disappear out of the community, right? Like, you ever notice you don't see people that you saw even like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years? They're just like gone, and you're like, what the hell happened to this person? I have a feeling the people that are most present now, you may not even know where they are. And a year from now, you're going to be like, where the fuck did Rowena go? I have a feeling that lady she's probably going to get it pretty fiercely. Shit goes south really quick on YouTube. And when it does, it's usually not pretty. All right, so then she says, I don't know why she calls Sinner poop pipe. Like, I don't know why this. How old is Queen Bee? Does anybody know? Is she in her 40s? Poop pipe, she calls it. She calls Sinner poop pipe. Why? Can anyone explain this to me? Because I don't even think it's funny at all. Like, it doesn't make me laugh even. They'll be back in a year. LOL. This is misunderstood. Hakuna, you would go from dragging someone with all the attitude to a soft, hey, bud, are you hungry? Want me to make you something? In 2.5 seconds, no one can say you don't love your son. He always came first. Yeah, Hakuna, I really miss him. I miss him so fucking much. I cry a lot. Cry a lot. However, I'm not angry at the world, right? Queen Bee's got all these things to say. I'm angry at the world. I'm miserable. Bleeding all over people that didn't hurt. Whatever the fuck she's at. You know when I was angry? I was angry when I was watching my son go through cancer. I was angry watching him have to fight so hard. I was angry looking at my beautiful son when he would grow his beard back and his hair would come in all full and then he'd lose his hair again, right? I was angry when I saw him in pain. I was angry when every narcotic under the sun would not help his pain. I was angry when he couldn't lay in a bed to sleep for the last 2 months of his life because he had a tumor on his back. I'm not angry. I'm devastated and I am filled with sorrow and sadness. There's a huge difference. I'm not angry at the world. I'm not taking anything out on anybody. It's crazy that's the way she's trying to spin it, but I know why she's doing that. It's just her way of manipulating her audience, making people believe whatever she wants them to. And it's the perfect way to use someone who's been through something that it was very traumatic to watch what I did. Any mother would be traumatized. Any father would be, grandparent, sister, brother, family member, watching anybody battle any illness. I don't even care what kind of illness it is traumatic for a loved one. So, I mean, I don't know. She's fucking insane. The bitch is fucking also delusional. Nothing she does really has a rhyme or reason, and it's not important. Nothing she covers is important. That's why I stopped watching Queen Bee. I can't sit and watch her for all that long. Like, listen, like I said, when I get all of the paperwork, when I FOIA everything, I'm not going to go sit and listen to nothing she says is going to move me to give a fuck. Because, and also, who's really going to give a fuck what she has to say when it's all in court documents with a state seal on it? I mean, that's what I'm saying. Crazy, right? Like, imagine that, Queen Bee. No one's actually going to give a fuck what your rebuttal is when they see it all for themselves. You know how many people have been like, where is all of this? Can you show me where it is? Yeah, I can. I can tell you exactly where. I've had people say, well, why don't you show us where the link is? Why don't you do these people's fingertips not work? They sit in these chats all day, but they don't know how to access the judicial website. Why? Why don't they know how to do that? I don't get it. Like, I need to spoon feed it to them. Well, don't you worry. I'm going to spoon feed this to every fucking buddy, Queen Bee. People like you who use your kid's tragedy to be a piece of shit or disgusting. Hello, I'm Clone Capone. I don't know why you're so salty, Capone. I'm not using anything. I'm responding to what's being said. I'm responding to what's being done. And if you think that I'm not going to do that, I'll do that for the rest of my fucking life. I'll defend my son now more than I even did when he was here. When he was here, he could defend himself. I'll be fucking damned. Listen, people don't like it. Don't fucking listen to me. Get off my channel. This is not your fucking channel. My name is on this channel, Capone. Get the fuck out of here. If you want a channel, go make one. Don't like what I have to say? Don't fucking listen. You have a problem with me taking up for my son? I don't know what to fucking tell you. That is never going to change. I'm not a child abuser. You know what I mean, Capone? I know it's such a hard concept. Let me see. Don't worry about it. He does this all the time. He trolls everywhere. Capone, I don't even know why you do this. You used to have such a good group of friends on YouTube. She lies, saying he was molested when he was a child by his mother. What? Who? I don't know what you mean. Who lies and says who was molested when who was a child by his mother? Sorry, I don't know who you're talking about. She's gaslighting you using your grief. Love you, TM. I know she is. But the thing is, Jay, is like Queen Bee knows she can't fucking gaslight me. That bitch is gonna be so fucking sorry. I actually can't wait till this shit comes to me. I hope it doesn't take long. I will keep people updated. I promise you that. If you don't hear from me about it, like, don't think that I've forgotten. I'm just gonna wait on it. I know that it can take up to 30 days, but I think most places usually get things in order a lot quicker than that. But some jurisdictions do drag their feet and they take forever. But I think they will tell you how long it should take, really. But it sure will be interesting. I'm gonna put out as much as I can. Listen, I don't know if they have body cam footage in that police department, but I'm getting everything. I'm telling you right now, I don't give a fuck what it costs. Queen Bee, I'll spend all the money on you, bitch. I think it's so useful to do that. Probably save a lot of people a lot of fucking trouble. Someone's gotta fucking tell the truth. You won't. I can't fucking stand fucking liars, man. Let us know if you need money when you hear back. Jay, I don't think it'll be bad. People actually sent me I got a couple cash apps and super chats for it, and I was like, I'm gonna put it all toward the FOIA request, so I'll cover it. Thank you. If it's like something crazy, I'll definitely tell you guys, but I don't see it being more than a couple $100. I'm not too worried about it. But I appreciate you said that. Um, it'll benefit everybody. I do know that, at least. I can let you know, Tiffany, about the gross shit QB said about Center. I don't want to put it in here. Oh, Tinker, is that what? Okay. Well, if that's what Melissa was saying, then I don't want anything like that in my chat, because if that's what she was talking about, can Melissa, don't say anything about that. If one of my mods, let me see. I gotta go look for it. I don't want to put that in my chat because I don't know if that was just about him. Hold on a minute. That's like super touchy subject, sensitive stuff there. I didn't know what you meant when you were talking. She's a fucking sick bitch. There is no low. Literally no low. This bitch has no fucking boundaries. I don't know where the comment went. I'll look for it after. I'm just gonna pluck it out later because I don't know. I just feel wrong about that, having that in there. Hey, Linda Lou. All right, guys. I am signing off. I just wanted to clear that shit up. No life insurance policy here. That's why I made a GoFundMe for my son, you stupid fucking bitch. However, since you're over there choking out your daughter, it's probably you that has life insurance policy on yours. I think you're really good at projection, but not that good. Not that good. Only to the low IQ people in your chat that believe your bullshit. But I guarantee you there's a good percentage. At least we'll like lowball it, right? Like 15% of the 500 people she's got left out of like sometimes 2,800 people. Like they're all falling off. Queen Bee, you're about to lose a couple more. Wait till they find out the truth about you, bitch. I have a feeling there's far more people have no idea about that they're going to be like, holy shit. And maybe I will be shocked too. Not much shocks me, but we'll see about it. Queen Bee, you should stop fucking with me. Good night, everybody. I'll talk to you soon. And I will absolutely let you know about the FOIA stuff. I'm going to pay for it in the morning. All right. Or at least I'm going to go on the website and see. I don't know if they're going to make you pay for it up front, if they're going to tell you after you request, or I'll let everybody know. I'll update people. Trish, will you drop the Discord link in the chat if you don't mind? I'm only asking you because I just saw you and I'm on my phone. I'm not on my PC, so I can't go and grab it, but maybe that would be a good way to keep people updated too. And if people want to join it, go right ahead. I don't charge for people to be in there. Not much goes on in there anyway, but at least if I have like an update, I can even share stuff in there too. And anybody's free to join. We're a pretty welcoming bunch. Good night, Andy Cruz. Call you later. Andy Cruz, you're on the West Coast, I think, right? It's 2:19 a.m., so call me later. I don't have your phone number, Andy Cruz. Why don't we do a movie night and popcorn? It's been like 8 years. That's like a long running joke between me and Andy. He used to come in my chats years ago, like, when are we going to do movie night, TM? When are we going to do movie night? We never did a movie. I don't know if he meant like on his panel, like, Andy Cruz, I'll still come on your panel. We could do a movie night on your channel. Anytime, let me know. Good night, TM. And again, my deepest condolences and looking forward to seeing you live again. Good night, Jane Al. Thank you. Good night, everybody. I hope you have a good one. I'll see you real soon. Hopefully sooner than later. Okay. Have a good one. Bye.